Good morning, everyone. Well, it's a little drizzly, but I still think it's a good morning. So, usually when I do these vlog posts, what I do is that I usually start them and end them when we're doing something exciting. However, that's not the best representation of what we really do here on the Study Abroad. We have classes, we have homework, we have a lot of stuff to do. So today's kind of a typical normal day, and so I'm just going to go through it, and I'll let you guys and show you guys, what we do on a typical day here in London. So I hope you guys enjoy. So usually I wake up at about 7 to 8 in the morning, which for me is rather early. After taking a shower and getting ready, I usually have breakfast with the other guys. In a group of 30, there are about 12 of us guys, and we all share a flat together. After breakfast, we walk about 3 blocks to get to class. We live in Kensington, which is a quite fancy suburb close to downtown London. Our classes are held at the closest Mormon chapel, and we meet in the primary room every day at about 9 o'clock for about 3 hours. Currently, we are taking a global leadership class and a history class with our instructor and study abroad coordinator, Dr. Warnick. So I'm here with Dr. Warnick. Dr. Warnick is kind of like our group leader. He's
kind of like the group leader.
Kind of like the group leader. There's technical stuff involved. Are you enjoying your stay with us rebellious students?
Of course, yeah. Actually, I've really enjoyed the experience. I'm kind of sad that it's ending tomorrow, at least as far as our classroom experience, but we still have a few weeks to spend time together in France and Italy.
So you actually brought your family with you?
I did.
Yeah. How are they enjoying it?
My 8-year-old thinks it's the best thing. He says he loves London and he loves being here.
Out of everything that you've seen in England, we've been to many places. What's been your favorite part, or like one of your favorite parts?
Probably a response you're not expecting, which I think my favorite is seeing how people that are new in the environment respond. So some of the students haven't been here before, haven't traveled internationally, and kind of seeing them experiencing for the first time. Same thing certainly true with my family, because it's the first time for them. So as far as a favorite thing, I think I've liked just sitting on park benches, going to the park, and just kind of not just the whole destination type of things.
So is there anything else that you would like to say for the folks at home?
I would think that anybody that wants to go abroad and have an experience that will develop them and stretch them, I would highly recommend it. And I think every BYU student should do it, but honestly, everybody should expose themselves to the broader world. So that would be one of my recommendations.
Well, thank you very much
for
your time.
You bet. Thanks.
After class at around noon, we usually return to the flat and cook lunch. We use food that we buy ourselves from the local grocery stores. After lunch at around 2 to 3 in the afternoon, we pretty much have free time for the rest of the day. This is usually when I start filming my vlogs. Normally we break off into groups of about 3 to 10 people, depending on what we were doing for that day and where everyone wanted to go. We usually organize these groups ourselves the day before, when we are planning for what the day's events are going to be. Today we decided to go to the Royal Air Force Museum. So, I'm with Alex and Liz. Liz, would you like to explain where we are going and what we are doing for today's venue?
All I know is that it's the Royal Air Force Museum.
The RAF.
And we just got off Colindale Station.
Yes, and so we're north of London. It is really pretty. Really pretty here. We made it!
It's not the first time.
Well, they flew people for London as well. So the plane that's behind me right now is called the Spitfire. It is an RAF airplane, which is a British airplane that they used during World War II, during the Battle of Britain. It's actually one of the main reasons why they won the Battle of Britain. It was lightweight, short range, very low maintenance, and also it was very maneuverable. Ever since I was 4, 5, this has always been my favorite plane in the world, and so to actually see one that was actually used is quite exciting. So this is actually a good way to show how planes fly. So what happens is that you have air coming here when it's flying, and it can either go one of 2 ways. It can go over or it can go under. When it goes over, you can see that it has farther to travel because of this curve, whereas if it goes under, it doesn't have as far to go. So the air on top has to go faster than the one on the bottom in order to catch up here at the end. Now because it's going faster, according to a principle called Bernoulli's principle, that means there's less pressure up here. And because this is going slower, then there's more pressure here. When you have more pressure here, less pressure up here, the plane is going to naturally want to go up. When you add that to gravity going down,
then you have all of those forces causing the plane to stay up and to fly. Okay, so let me give you guys a little bit of jet engine 101. This is going to be very oversimplified. So this is the front here, and what happens is that cold air, when it's flying, goes into the jet, and then the cold air is sucked in with this fan. And if we keep going, as it comes through this part, there are different types of fans that get smaller and smaller. So what it forces this air to do is it kind of squeezes in order to get in. And when it does that, it gets hotter and hotter until it gets outrageously hot when it mixes with the fuel. And then with that fuel and with that heat, you're able to use that for propulsion. Okay, so we just wrapped up our tour up here. It was a lot of fun, and really enjoyed this visit. It was very pleasant. Now I need to get a bus. I need to catch up to my friends over here. But all in all, very nice. It depends on the day, but usually we end at about 8 to 9 in the evening. Dinners are sometimes at home and sometimes at one of the many restaurants close by in Kensington. We try not to eat out too much because the price of it all can add up quite quickly. By the time we get to the flat, we are pretty exhausted. The night usually consists of homework and studying. We have 2 very large classes that we are trying to complete in a very short term, so the homework load can get quite large. If we're lucky, we can get done before midnight and watch a movie or chat with each other before we get ready for bed. So that's a normal day, more or less. It changes every day. Every day is just a little bit different from the other. It keeps us on our feet. That's what makes it very exciting here in London. So I am going to stop filming. I'm going to get back to my room and get back studying because there's actually quite a bit of things that I have to get done. Class is ending soon, so I need to make sure that everything is done before then. Mom, Dad, Kathleen, if you guys are watching this vlog, I look forward to seeing you guys on Thursday. Let me know if you guys wanted to do something besides eating. Also where you guys wanted to meet up with me. Probably downtown would be better. So tomorrow I'm going back to the Globe, so I won't be making another vlog. Just watch the previous vlogs. I've already been there before. Wednesday, we're going to the British Museum, so that should be fun. So until then, cheerio!